Good afternoon, everybody. Keith Whitman here at the Castle on the campus of the Cumberland Academy, bringing you the Lindale Lady Eagles starting out versus the Cumberland Academy Lady Knights. We are very glad I have intern Claire to my left with me. How you doing, intern Claire?
Well, what is up, party people? I'm pretty good. How about you?
Man, I'm doing great. It is a Friday night. We got hoops going here at Cumberland Academy. Got a beautiful place. I used to actually work here, so it's nice to be back. It's a great atmosphere, a great place here at Cumberland Academy. It's their homecoming weekend, and so we are here to bring you girls basketball, and then the boys play immediately afterwards. So we're excited to be here and bring you basketball here on NetSN. Yeah, that's what we got. We've got a couple other games going on here on NetSN around the area, but we're going to bring you this going on. So as they do their starting lineups, we're going to go ahead and do a quick break on our intro, and we'll be right back on NetSN. Tonight's games are brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. Don't go anywhere.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie, and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility?
Tonight's District 16 4A basketball contest will be between the visiting Lady Eagles of Lindale High School and your very own Lady Knights of Cumberland Academy. Our officials for tonight's matchup are Mrs. Simpson, Mr. Isabel, and Mr. Kriesman. Now, will you please stand and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem? Oh, say, can you sing
So the lineups for both teams have been announced, and we are just shortly away from starting this game. Both teams, this is a district game for both teams, and Lindale 2-2 in district. 0-4 is the Lady Knights of Cumberland, and from what I've heard, both of these teams are fairly good. I haven't seen either of these teams play, but they are fairly good. Don't let the record fool you. Cumberland Academy Lady Knights have always been very scrappy and very good at what they do, and they are a good team to watch. We are excited to be here. Lindale, as always, has been a solid team on both sides, so we are excited to get things going here. Ella Hutchins for Lindale in the circle, and Sayla Daniels in there to jump and start things off for the Lady Knights. And here we go. We are ready to get things started. And Cumberland Academy will get it to start. And at first, we will have a whistle blown. And Lindale will get the ball. Had to send intern Claire on an intern run. For what?
Food.
Food, yes. Lindale gets things started out. Excuse me. I've been sick, so I'll be trying not to cough in your ear. A good pass along the key. And Davenport drives and misses the layup, and a good rebound, but a fight and a jump ball to start things off. That's quick. And Lindale will get that jump ball, and it'll go back to them. Allie Davenport tried to drive the lane and had a clear opening, but couldn't make that up. As the Lady Knights tried to get a good rebound, a good throw underneath to Marley Keith. She'll take it out, shoot the three, and it's in. 3 points for Marley Keith. The Lady Knights will bring it down, and that'll be Alyssa Birdwell. She'll pass it out. It's going to be a missed pass by Alyssa Birdwell, and that'll be a backcourt call. And the Lady Eagles will take over on the turnover. And just like always, Claire, we have a lot of crossover. We did some volleyball games for Lindale, so we're seeing some familiar names.
Very much so. And then we did that one basketball game with Lindale. So.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? They played Palestine, I believe. Was that
Palestine
who
or White Oak? I
believe it was Palestine.
I think it was Palestine.
We were in Palestine on that one.
I
Got a foul on that.
All I remember is I got apple juice that day. Love me some apple juice.
That's going to be a foul on number 14, Ava Young, for the Lady Knights. That's her first personal foul, first team foul of the quarter. And they say it's going to be a shooting foul after the referees have a conversation. And that'll put Ella Hutchins to the line, shooting 2 for the Lady Eagles. We're very glad that you're with us tonight. If you are watching, go ahead and like and subscribe. You're on our YouTube channel, and message with us. You can chat with us, and I can see you talk to us a little bit. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. I'm glad that you're here. Missed both of those. Hutchins did. And a good rebound and a toss out by the Lady Knights. And the jump ball is going to happen again. That's going to go to the Lady Knights. I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of jump balls here in this ball game. It's going to be a pass back as Birdwell is going to drop it off to Daniels. Good pass to the outside of the key, looking for somebody to dump it off to. Looking for a lane. It was closed up quickly. Birdwell, good little dribbler. As Ava Young looking for someone to pass it to. Good movement by the Lady Knights. And a good drive, but misses the layup. And rebounds the ball as Denia Hawkins gets it, but another jump ball. And that's going to be back on Lindale's side as Marley Keith will take it underneath the basket for the pass. 3-0 here with 6:15 left in the first. A good pass underneath, and that's going to go to Ella Hutchins for 2. And the Lady Eagles getting a little distance there as a good pass and recovery by Hawkins. Pass out. And a good shot by Selah Daniels. She just couldn't get that to drop. It's on the backside. Mackenzie Bedoyan, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I hope it is. Will drive down and dump it back out to Jasmine Griffin, who will drive it in and try to make that layup, but she doesn't. Bedoyan gets a rebound and misses her layup, and Ava Young will come up with a rebound for the Lady Knights, and they'll bring it down. But they got a full court press going. They got to cross the line quickly or that 10 count, and they do. That's a good job. And a good shot, but just missed by Janiyah Hawkins. Lindale's going to bring it down, Marley Keith. And that's going to be a blocking foul. And this is a little different, Claire. We saw a lot of, Marley Keith was a little bit more aggressive in the Palestine game when we saw her last time. Mm-hmm. That was a good job, entering in on that for us. Marley Keith will go to the line after the blocking call. That's going to be on the Lady Knights, trying to figure out who it's going to be, or a little conversation over on the table here.
I will say Marley Keith driving down that court, I do believe that she was going fast, so nobody was really catching up to her. But I think if somebody was on her blocking her, she would have been as aggressive as she was as in the Palestine game.
So Coach Cooper is having a conversation, and they're going to say, because it was on the shot, and Marley Keith's shot went in, that they're going to give it to her. So that's going to be 2 points, and she's going to be shooting 1. And that one's going to go in. The foul's going to be on Jada Crosby, her first. It's going to be the second personal foul, or team foul of the quarter. Now, just so you know, and this is a new rule this year, that's going to be a timeout, by the way, on, let me see who that's going to be on. It's going to be on Cumberland, so that's going to be their first 30-second timeout, so that's not going to take us away. But the new rules for this season, instead of going with 7 fouls and a half where you get bonus and double bonus, they're doing away with bonus and double bonus. They're just basically going by quarter. So if you get 5 fouls in a quarter, you go basically into double bonus, so to speak, for that quarter, and the other team will go to two shots, and then you start all over every quarter.
I'm still getting used to that.
Yeah, that's very well, and it's been that way, for this season, and it is very hard, like you said, Claire, to get used to it. So Janiyah Hawkins driving it down and gets a good pass over to Kristen Ellie, who tries to try to keep her balance, but she loses it and gets a good pass off. But Lindale gets the turnover. So pass out, 3-point shot is out to Lydia Payne, and she gets a 3. 11-0, 4:35 left in the first quarter. The Lady Knights of Cumberland Academy still looking for that first basket. A good pass out. And a full court press by the Lady Eagles. Birdwell gets it over to Daniels. Daniel looking for an open place to pass. Coach Cooper hollering directions from the bench. And a good drive, but gets tipped. And a little slappage there, doesn't get called as Daniels tries to drive in. Marley Keith for the Lady Eagles goes in, and she gets called for a carry. A very elementary call there for somebody with the caliber of Marley Keith to do an old kind of carry over. But his subs coming in. Selah Daniels. will throw it in for the Lady Knights. As Janiah Hawkins will bring it down, and she loses her balance, and now a jump ball happens as McKenna Wade grabs the ball and fights for it. That's going to go back to the Lady Knights. So Daniels ready to pass it in. Gets it over to Hawkins. Hawkins is going to bring it down, looking for an outlet. Does a good job to cross that center stripe for the 10 seconds. Gets it over to Birdwell. Birdwell looking for a place to throw. Little ill-advised pass, but a good job by Hawkins to get over there and grab it. Good pass underneath a wide open player, and a basket is by Angelia Cristinelli for the Lady Knights, and they're on the board. 11-2, 3:18 left in the first. Alyssa Potts passes it out. Good passing out on the perimeter. Out at the three-point line. Marley Keith has it, looking for an open man. Gets it over. Abigail Lee passes it out to Kennedy Miller. Marley Keith passes it out. Here's a three-point shot. It's going to be short, but a good rebound by Lee. Lee puts it back up, and no shot. It's going to be fought for, and a good job by the Lady Knights to get the rebound as Daniels gets it and passes it off. But Birdwell having a little bit of trouble, but sticks with it and does a good job. Daniels brings it down and misses the shot, but a good rebound by the Lady Knights. Cristinelli looking for a foul, but passes it off to McKenna Wade. Wade tries to drive it in, and it goes out of bounds as she misses the layup. 2:10 left in the first quarter. So that was going to be out on Lindale, so the Lady Knights will have it on the sideline. Daniels will throw it in. Pass into Birdwell. Birdwell takes it to the free throw line, shoots it up, and off the back of the rim, and Lindale will get it. Pass out to Miller, Kennedy Miller. Good defense by the Knights, and that was Birdwell fighting for that. He goes out of bounds. Waiting to see the call. Looks like it's going to be for the Knights. The Knights will get it. So the Lady Knights scrapping and clawing their way through this first quarter. 11-2 is your score, 149. Daniels is going to drive it down and get in the corner, trying to find somebody to pass it to, gets it across the key. That's going to go Wade. Wade's going to bring it in and try to shoot it, gets off the side. Good rebound, and Wade goes in for the jump ball, does a good job of grabbing it as Elise Pierce was kind of stuck on the ground. There wasn't much she could do on that one. Ball gets passed in. Kennedy Miller is going to bring it down for the Lady Eagles. Once again, passing it around to the top of the three-point line. There's a three-point shot and off, but rebounded and kicked back out to Kennedy Miller. Miller drives it in, kicks it back out. There's a three, short, and a rebound by McKenna Wade. And the Lady Knights have possession. And a good effort, a little bit too much of an effort by Elise Pierce, and she'll get the foul, and that'll be the first foul of the quarter. So that's Pierce's first team foul of the quarter with 1:03 left. And good passing by the Lady Knights to get it down to McKenna Wade, but Wade gets it in coverage there, and it gets a turnover back over to Lindale. Pierce tries to drive in and just loses the ball. She tries to pass out to Kennedy Miller, who is in the corner for a three-point shot. It goes out of bounds, and the Lady Knights has it. A good effort by Cristinelli to keep it in the hands of the Lady Knights, and a good jump shot McKenna Wade stops at about the free throw line and gets 2 more for the Lady Knights. 11-4, 27 left on the clock in the first quarter, passing back and forth. And that's going to go back court. And the Lady Knights will have it back with 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Daniels gets the ball to throw it in. A good pass over. Trying to find a good spot. And it's going to be off, I believe, the leg of, they're going to say it's off of Janiah Hawkins. So Lindale will have that one. 9.5 seconds left in the quarter. Coach Devonshire talking to one of his players. Here come the Lady Eagles, trying to find that one shot, and it's up. 3-point shot, going to be rebounded and going to go over the back of the backboard, out of bounds. So 1.7 is going to go off the clock there as they pass it in, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 11-4, as it took a minute for the Lady Knights to get on the board, but they do. So we'll be right back as we're through one here at the Castle on Cumberland Academy. 11-4, the Lady Eagles lead.
So we are back at Cumberland Academy. I would just like to let y'all know that this foul rule is still tripping me up. I just had to ask Dad to make sure that I restart the fouls.
Yeah, it throws people off a little bit to do that. So, excuse me. So Cumberland Academy had it to start the second quarter. And not many fouls in that first quarter, Claire. It was just 2-1. And I say that as the announcer curse gets going and a foul gets done.
Number 23.
I think it is, 23, Alyssa Potts. Sorry, you were right. I was wrong. And that's a rarity.
No, it's not.
Yeah, well, whatever. So Janiah Hawkins is going to get shooting 2. She misses the first one. And she'll get a second one. And misses the second one. A rebound by Lindale. Gets it out to Marley Keith. Marley Keith trying to drive it down. And they try to make a 3. And Claire, it seems to me that Lindale is just too busy trying to get those 3s in and not making the easy. That was a layup opportunity that was kind of missed.
Very much so. And even when they go in for the layup, they're not rebounding the ball as much as I know they'd like to.
And Sayla Daniels misdribbles that, and he goes out of bounds. And really, this isn't the Lindale team that we saw in Palestine. They're not as aggressive. They're not pushing the ball. It looks like they're just trying to – they're making a lot of stops when they have a wide-open lane to the basket, and they're making a lot of stops to just shoot. Marley Keith passes it out. And they're passing the ball very well. They're just not getting it in. They finally make it in, but when they do get it in, the Lady Knights of Cumberland Academy are doing a good job of just slapping the ball down and getting good defense underneath that basket. Even though that was called a foul, I looked to me like it was all ball. That's going to be the first team foul of the quarter. It's going to be on Angelia Cristinelli. It's going to be her first personal foul. And it looks like that's going to be number, trying to see who that number is.
Shooting?
Yes.
23.
Okay, so that's going to be number 23.
Who is not on my roster.
Yeah, she's not on mine either. And not on the rosters that were given to us by the coach today. So, I'm wondering who that is. If you are watching and know who that is, let us know. But I'm going to look around and see if I can see who that is. But anyway, missed both the free throws. And now Cumberland is going to drive down. That's going to be Hawkins. Hawkins looking for a lane. She pulls up and stops, but they're going to call it a travel as she does stutter step just a little bit. Now Marley Keith has the ball, passes out. Three-point shot again. It's going to be long. A good rebound by number 23. She passes it, and it's going to be a turnover. A fight underneath for it, and Cumberland Academy comes up with it. It's Denai Hawkins tries to pass it back out, and she finds wide open, gets back to her. She's going to drive the lane, and a good layup. 11-6 is the score. And I told you at the beginning that don't let the record of Cumberland Academy fool you. They are and have always been very scrappy, hard fighting team. And they will not go down without a fight, I promise.
Especially on homecoming night.
Oh yeah, they got a huge crowd, and they always do. They draw a crowd. Their school and their fans and their parents and their community love them. And that's going to be a foul on.
Ooh, I'm not sure.
McKenna Wade, number 23. That's her second. And a good pass across the middle, and a good effort to keep a hold of it. And they kind of called that one really quick, as Wade just now got there, and they called that quick whistle there for that jump ball, and it's going to go to Lindale. So Marley Keith will get the pass inbound. Pass to the top. Keith with the three-pointer tip, no good. A good rebound.
I honestly do believe that if Lindale would go up to the basket and just try for those layups, they would have a higher scoring game than they do right now.
And I wonder if they've seen something in practice. That was another jump ball, by the way. So Cumberland Academy will get it. I wonder if they've seen something on film, or if they practice something, or if they see something that, I mean, I know that Cumberland Academy is doing a good job. And that was number 12, Abigail Lee, who slaps the ball on the inbound pass. And Lindale will get it back as it rolls off of Crosby's leg. But I agree. I mean, I wonder if they see something, or if they're afraid. I don't think they're afraid, because they're a good team and they're really strong. But I don't know if they want to go in there with that new rule and get fouled or foul themselves. Abigail Lee misses it and slaps it back out. And a three-point shot by Marley Keith goes in. That's her second one of the night. And the Lady Eagles put a little bit of a press on. They got a good trap in the corner, and it gets a turnover. And Davenport passes out. Ella Hutchins tries to do a little bit of a stop jump shot there and misses it, and that's going to be a travel on McKenna Wade, as she thought she was going to make a pass. However, Crosby wasn't looking, and so Wade had to kind of hold on to the ball, and that's why she took a few extra steps. So Lindale will have the ball on the inbound pass. It goes to Marley Keith. Keith's going to bring it down, looking for the pass underneath. And a good job by Daniels to knock it back court. And Lindale will regroup. Keith underneath finds a willing participant, but a jump ball again. As Sayla Daniels is everywhere. She is all over this court.
I mean, wherever you look, she's right there.
Man. So Lindale will get that one as the jump ball's there. It'll go back over. Lydia Payne will do the inbound.
What a great name.
I know, right? Good pass out to Marley Keith at the top. Looking for a pass out. Wide open, but not for long. And that's going to be a foul called on Crosby. She kind of reached in a little bit. It's going to be their third team foul of the quarter. That's going to, Jada Crosby is going to be her second personal foul. Oh, they didn't call that on Crosby. I apologize. That's going to be on Jasmine Griffin, her first, number 15. And a block by Ella Hutchins. And that's really not very fair. Ella Hutchins is 6'1". So there's not much you can do with that.
I'm 6'1" in my dreams.
Mm-hmm. Me too. Cumberland Academy will have the ball back. Birdwell trying to find somewhere to pass it to, but a good trap by Lindale. She does get it back out to Daniels. And a good pass. And I am just astonished at how Cumberland Academy is just trying to get that ball back. And a three-point shot goes nowhere for Marley Keith. And fighting again for the ball is Birdwell in that far corner. It's going to go back to Lindale. 2:59 left in the first half. 14-6 is your score. Marley Keith will pass it in on the inbound on the side. Goes to underneath. And a missed layup by Hutchins. And another rebound. Good job by Davenport, or excuse me, Daniels. A little soft jump shot, and good Lord. A lot of people hitting the ground today. The ball goes back to Lindale. A good pass underneath, and a foul is going to be called. Jump ball is going to be called.
Who knows? Maybe that court monster's getting some of them.
Yeah, you got the turf monster for football, court monster for basketball. Jump ball was called, and I'm not really sure what the referee saw from behind there that made him call a jump ball, but it's going to go to Lindale. Pass goes in. Pierce passes it out. And a good move, but no go by Mackenzie Bedoyan. A good rebound, however, by Alyssa Potts, and she puts it up for two. 16-6 with 2:10 left in the first half. Cumberland Academy brings it down. Hawkins avoids the trap, only to get knocked down underneath the goal. It's going to go out of bounds on Lindale. Daniels will take it out underneath for the inbound. A good pass and a good layup by Daniels. And it's going to be 16-8. Lindale looking to score. It's pass into Bedoyan. Bedoyan with a jump shot, and it just rolls out. And a good rebound again by Cumberland Academy, and a trip as Daniels tries to bring it in. And that's going to be on Mackenzie Bedoyan, her first, second team foul. Cumberland Academy will get it. Birdwell trying to find somebody to pass it to. And a good little jump shot, but it's a little short by Hawkins. Lindale will get it. Kennedy Miller driving it down. She's going to try to take it all the way. And kind of gets manhandled a little bit, but no call. Hawkins kind of gets manhandled, but no call on that. So, and a lot of high fives not getting called.
And just to reiterate what you said earlier, that's Lindale's 4th team foul, not their 2nd.
Oh, I apologize. I guess I'm missing some. No, you're right. I apologize. I guess I'm missing some. So Pierce passes it back out to Miller. Pass underneath to Bedoyan. Bedoyan trying to foul it out. 48 seconds left and a good shot. Doesn't get made. Another good shot. And Bedoyan underneath tries to make the shot, and it's going to be a foul. 38 seconds left. Foul's going to go on Alyssa Birdwell, her first.
2nd team foul.
2nd team foul. Mackenzie Bedoyan shooting 2. She makes the first of 2. And makes both of them. Cumberland Academy bringing down. 34 seconds left in the half. Cumberland Lady Knights trying to get into double digits here. Hawkins looking for a pass underneath. Gets it over to Kristinelli. Kristinelli loses it, and a turnover is there. Bedoyan gets it. Bringing down the side, trying to make it underneath. And she passes it off, and it goes out of bounds. And the Lady Knights will get it back. A lot of frustration on Lindale's side. Looks like they're thinking that some fouls should be called, but it's kind of going both ways. They're letting them play a little basketball tonight. 8 seconds left. Here's the pass in. Trying to find somebody to pass it to is Hawkins. 3 seconds. And she couldn't find anybody to shoot it up as Ava Young trying to find where to go. And that's going to be the end of the first half. 18-8 is your score here at the Castle. And we're going to be back just after halftime. Don't go anywhere. We have more Lindale and Cumberland Academy for you here live. Brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics on NetSN. We'll be right back.
Here at L4 Media, we talk high school football, 4A, 3A, and 2A in Texas. We talk East Texas sports. We talk NFL, guy talk, movie and booze. We also talk wrestling and so much more. So like and subscribe and check us out.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine. Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
right, we are back here at the Castle on the campus of Cumberland Academy High School here in Tyler, Texas. I have my favorite next to me, intern Claire.
Make sure everybody knows here, I'm the favorite.
She is my favorite. And we are coming into the second half. 18-8, Lindale Lady Eagles lead. But the Lady Knights of Cumberland Academy are hanging on and not going quietly, as they'll have the ball to start the second half. And here we go. And unfortunately, Daniels just couldn't hold on to that basketball. And it's going to go over to, on a turnover, it's going to go over to the Lindale Lady Eagles. And I'm going to try to get intern Claire to talk a little bit more this happened. She's trying to keep up with the scoreboard and the clock and everything and do the best she can because she is the best at it. And I have to be nice to her because she knows where I live. Here's a shot. Three-point shot goes and hits nothing on that. As Lydia Payne tries to get it, it's going to be a turnover and get to the Lady Knights. It's passed in by Daniels. And Birdwell will bring it down. Goes down the sidelines, hands it off to Daniels. Daniels thought she could make a shot, but Hutchins was right in the way. Birdwell tries to make a shot and goes nowhere, rebounded by Lindale. Pass down to Hutchins. Hutchins has the shot, and too hard. They have missed a lot. Their percentage of miss is not very good. And that one goes in, however. Does a good job as Marley Keith is the one who stole it down on the other end and gets it over to Allie Davenport, who puts it in. 20-8, 6:40 left in the third quarter.
Marley Keith is one killer player, and although she does know how to shoot, she also knows when to pass the ball and when to use her teammates.
And there's another good pass by Keith. It's going to be an easy layup by Lydia Payne, and now they're playing a little bit of what we call snowbird action. And a foul, the foul is going to be called, and I believe it's going to be called on Marley Keith. And it is. That's going to be her first team foul. So it's going to be passed in by Daniels. And that pass was kind of off the head of one of the Lady Eagles. Daniels trying to get it up, gets a rebound off of her missed layup. And it's rebounded by the Lady Eagles. And a lot of contact over there on the side. And Lindale will get the ball back. And this is a little bit more fast-paced Lindale team than we saw in the first half, Claire.
Yes, I do like how they're passing the ball to each other, not just passing it to Marley Keith.
And Marley Keith misses a three-point shot. It is rebound by Bedoyan, and she misses, but Hutchins grabs it and puts it back up for the two, 24-8. A little bit better on the rebounding and putting the shots back up by the Lady Eagles this half. And I bet that was part of the conversation at the halftime by Coach Devonshire.
Ball was kicked by a Lindale player. Maybe they're still in soccer season.
A good interception there by Hutchins, and a good steal by Crosby by the Lady Knights, and a good steal by Marley Keith. So a couple of turnovers there. Marley Keith takes it down, misses it. Hutchins follows up and gets the rebound. That's going to be Allie Davenport. He drives in, draws the foul. That's going to be a foul on Birdwell. I believe that's what it looked like. No. They're going to call that on Ava Young. That's going to be her first team foul of the third quarter. Abigail Lee is going to shoot. And looks like a line change for the Lindale Lady Eagles coming in. 3 of their 5 went out. And 1 of 2 was made, but a good rebound by Abigail Lee. She's looking for an outlet. Finds one, and a pass underneath the Hutchins is broken up by Kristen Ellie, but that one's stolen. And shot up by Davenport, rebounded by the Lady Knights. They gave it to Crosby. Crosby fell to the ground, tried to find somebody to pass it to, and it went off the hands of one of the Lady Eagles, so the Lady Knights will get it. And a little bit of a push off there as Birdwell tries to go in, misses it, and Abigail Lee gets the rebound. It's kind of slapped away by Birdwell. It's going to go out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Lindale.
I will say Alyssa Birdwell is someone that the phrase dynamite comes in small packages fits into really well. She has that blast-off ability to just go from 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah, there's actually a couple of players as a three-point shot is brought up by Abigail Lee, rebounded. By Lindale Alley. Davenport drives that in, draws the foul. And Davenport will go to the line shooting 2 as Janiah Hawkins gets her first foul, second team foul of the quarter. Davenport makes 1. Sub's going to come in. Hutchins goes out. Felicity Thiem goes in. And a lane violation on Lindale, so the shot's not going to count. Pardon me, and Lady Knights will get it. Pass over to Hawkins. Hawkins and tries to pass, and I think it actually gets tipped by Allie Davenport. And Claire, I'll say this, Davenport is making your name in this quarter. I've said it a lot. And she's been everywhere, kind of like Birdwell, and a good job.
She's very much making a name for herself.
And speaking of which, I believe she just rebounded the ball. No, that was actually going to be Pierce. That went out of bounds. I believe she stepped out of bounds, and now Lady Knights will have it underneath their own goal. It's going to be passed out to Crosby. Crosby trying to find somebody to pass it to. 3:15 left in the third. 28-8 is the score as the Lady Knights have yet to score in this quarter. There's the shot, goes up a little short, and it's rebounded. But she put up another shot, couldn't take it. It looked like the Lindale Lady Eagles were going to get it, but Birdwell drives in, draws the foul by the Lady Eagles. That foul's actually going to be on Allie Davenport as she actually gets subbed out. That's her second and the second team foul of the quarter with 2:54 left. Crosby drives, kind of passes it out and gets tipped by Miller. And a rebound. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot by Birdwell, but nonetheless, Kennedy Miller of the Lady Eagles drives down on the turnover. And she'll draw the foul. Jada Crosby, her second. Third team foul for the Lady Knights. Pass underneath. Felicity Thiem with the shot, misses it. It's rebounded. Janiah Hawkins going to drive it. She's going to go the distance, going to get it in there, and shot. As Janiah Hawkins goes coast to coast with the layup in double digits now for the Lady Knights. Shot is up. And a good rebound as Abigail Lee knocks it back in and gets it to number 23 of the Lady Eagles. And I believe that's going to be on number 5 again as Crosby gets her third of personal foul. It's going to be the 4th team foul. So the Lady Knights have to be careful with 2 minutes left, 2:09, left in the third quarter. A shot by 23. It's going to be a 3, and it's going to bounce off. Rebounded by the Lady Knights. Hawkins has it. She's trying to find somebody to pass it to. Get to Crosby. Crosby passes out, and Christinelli tries to shoot it. Goes a little bit too high. Abigail Lee brings it down. She's going to try to take it all the way, and does. A little underhanded layup there. And puts 2 more on the board. 30-10, minute 30 left in the third quarter. And it looks like the Lady Knights are getting a little bit tired. Oh, that was a travel. Yep, they're going to call that. Coach Cooper's going to get some fresh legs on the court. Daniels is going to be back on. Jasmine Griffin coming on the court as well. As Hawkins and Crosby are going to take a seat. And there goes Daniels. Daniels tries to pass it. Alyssa Potts knocks it out of bounds. But it goes off one of the Lady Knights, and Lindale will have the ball. Minute 11 left in the third quarter. 3-point shot goes in. That was number 5 for the Lindale Lady Eagles, and it's another one we don't have. And this is a roster we were given, so I apologize for not knowing the names of these players. Normally we're better than this, so I do apologize for that. I'll take the blame. It's going to be a foul on number 2, Alyssa Birdwell, her second. It's going to be the 15th foul, so from now on, any foul by the Lady Knights will be 2 shots for the next 56 seconds. First shot by Kennedy Miller goes in. Elise Pierce comes in from the bench. Second shot off the back of the rim. It's going to be rebounded by Christinelli. She tries to make it down and gets out of bounds. According to the referee, she was kind of shoved there, but no call made. And the Lady Eagles will take it over. Here's a pass in to Miller. And this is a different Lindale team than we saw in the first half, isn't it, Claire? A little bit more aggressive.
I think they had a little talking to with their coach in the locker room during halftime.
I believe so, as a rebound by Christinelli and Elise Pierce and her teammate number 5 kind of go after the ball. It's going to be a jump ball, and Lindale will have it. 23 with a shot. It's a 3-point's going to be off the back, but it's rebounded by the Lady Eagles. It's a back out shot as Pierce drives it in, and she's hit and goes down hard as DeKayla Barnes introduces herself. And that'll put Elise Pierce to the line, as that's going to be DeKayla Barnes' first personal foul. And of course we're past the 5 mark, and Elise Pierce puts the first free throw in. And of course you always want to make the free throws, as Brett would say. Trying to bring my inner Brett. Second one goes in. So the Lady Knights will get it. Daniels looking for somebody to pass it to. Is a little bit of a press by Lindale. And a good little press break is, and that was a nice how you doing there in the middle between Alyssa Birdwell, and a good basket by, did you see who that was?
No, I was focusing on the...
Yeah, I was looking at Elise Pierce. We have an injury on the court.
That was a hard hit.
Yeah. I got a little tempers going, a little kind of going on. I believe that anger's flared. 9.6 seconds left, 36-12 is the score after that point. It's going to be a pass out. Looking for a final shot in the. That's going to be over. And no shot. So 36-12 is the score going into the final quarter of the game. We're live watching NetSN, brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics here at the Castle at Cumberland Academy. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We are back. Intern Claire and Keith here to start the fourth quarter. Cumberland Academy will get it. They've had the ball to start every single quarter here. As McKenna Wade gets it underneath and a foul is going to be called. Start things off quick here in the fourth. I apologize for my voice. It is not my usual self. I've been sick for a long time, and so trying to get things back.
Let's be honest, we just know it's because you talk a lot.
I do talk a lot. That's going to go out of bounds. Cumberland Academy will get it. That foul was on number 5, her first. It's going to be the first team foul of the fourth quarter. It's going to be a blocked shot by number 20. Pass over. There's going to be a three-point shot. Number 20 puts it up and off the back, and a good rebound. And I believe that's Birdwell. No, I apologize. That's DeKayla Barnes. Brings it down and goes out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by the Lady Eagles. And a good inbounds pass. And it's going to be over to Hawkins. Hawkins trying to find an open lane and just pulls up and shoots it and doesn't go anywhere. And we have a travel called on number 20 of Lindale. So the Lady Knights will have it back. And Hutchins looks like she's going to sub in, excuse me, for Lindale. So the 6'1" freshman post is going to come in. She is a freshman. Lindale will get the rebound and on the missed shot, come back. That's going to be a short shot there. And McKenna Wade's going to try to get it down. As she is trying to get it across, and she better get it across fast. She's going to be in trouble. A trap happens, and a good job by Hawkins to get out of that. Wade drives to the goal and draws the foul by Ella Hutchins, who has a few to give, as I believe that's her first of the game. Her second team foul of the quarter. So McKenna Wade misses her first free throw. Stick around. After this ball game, we have the second game of the night as the varsity boys teams of Lindale and Cumberland Academy will come out and play. Missed the second one. Hutchins grabs that. And a good fight there as a steal happens. Crosby takes it, gets knocked out of bounds by number 5 of Lindale. And it looks like another line change, so to speak, as a bunch of subs come in for Lindale players. Marley Keith, one of them. Allie Davenport also comes in. Pass over to Hawkins. Hawkins goes around, makes a pass to Daniels. Daniels misses it. And as Lydia Payne tries to get down, Crosby, I believe, draws the foul. She reaches in. And that is on Crosby. That's her 4th, so she is going to have to be a little bit careful in these next 6 minutes and 28 seconds there, Claire. Riley Keith passes it over. Davenport, who was very good in the third quarter, pushes it up and misses it. Hutchins takes it up off the rebound and gets kind of high-fived in the arm by Janiyah Hawkins. So she'll go to the line shooting 2. That's Hawkins' second foul. Personal foul, excuse me. And the second team foul for the Lady Knights. Hutchins missed the first free throw. 36-12, 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the ball game. You know, I have to say, with all the missed shots, and that one actually goes in, that Lindale had in the first half, this score could have been way worse
Very
than it
much
is.
so.
And a good job as Alyssa Birdwell, just nobody, I guess they didn't think she would go, but she drove all the way to the goal and did a beautiful little layup to put 2 more on the board. Number 23 for Lindale tried to drive it in, get it over to Hutchins, and the ball kind of bounced off Hutchins' hands, and the Lady Knights has it back, 37-14. And that pass goes straight past Ava Young, so Lindale will get it back. Payne passes it off. Marley Keith with the 3. In and out. And we're going to have a jump ball. Hutchins goes after it and fights with Birdwell. Lindale is going to have it. We have a timeout. This is only the second timeout of the game. It's going to be on Lindale. It's going to be their first timeout, as Cumberland called it in the first quarter. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And we're going to take it with them. We'll be right back.
Texas Ox Home and Construction. Local builder in the Bullard, Flint, White House, Chapel Hill area. Building custom homes, specialized homes, and investment properties. Feel free to reach out and get started today at 903-216-8655 or send them an email at texoxhomes@gmail.com.
And coming back, Lindale will have it underneath their own goal. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the ball game. 37-14, Lindale leads. Pass off to Davenport. Davenport to Hutchins. Hutchins trying to find an open person. Payne now has at the top of the key over to Davenport. Davenport three-point shot. Looks good. Is good. And now they got to get somebody to get the basket or the net back down. So now it's 40-14. And Hawkins is going to bring it down. Pass it over to Birdwell. Birdwell, who did the layup last time. Not going to let her have that lane as easy as they did the last time. It's going to pass it out to Wade. And just a little short on that shot. Hutchins gets the pass from Keith and hits the front of the rim. It's going to be rebounded. Trying to see who that was. Who was that? Is that number 2?
I believe so.
Okay. Elise Pierce. So Elise Pierce gets fouled. And makes her first of 2. That's the third personal foul, or excuse me, team foul. Makes the second, by the way. Birdwell bringing it down. And draws the foul by Hutchins. So Birdwell will be heading to the line, shooting 2. And that'll be Hutchins' second. It'll be the third team, no, excuse me, the fourth team foul. And a good shot by Birdwell. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in the ball game. And once again, we have another game after this one as the boys' teams will play each other, Lindale and the Cumberland Academy. It's going to be rebounded by Hutchins as missed. She'll pass off to Marley Keith. Marley Keith kind of put her shoulder into it.
Yeah, that was definitely a football move. Got a little Jason Kelsey action in here.
Yeah, she dropped her shoulder and gets charged with that foul. That's her second. And that'll be the fifth team foul. Now, I will tell you, there's a reason they didn't go to the line on that one. You want to know why?
Please,
it was an offensive foul. You don't go to the line on offensive fouls. There's going to be a steal by Hutchins.
So that makes my Jason Kelsey joke even better?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
and
just
a three-point
so good.
shot. Yeah, you did. Lydia Payne with a three-point shot. 45-15 is now your score. 4:13 left in the ball game. Birdwell. No, that was actually Hawkins. I'm just going to say everybody's name. Janiah Hawkins drives and draws the foul. And they're going to do an entire
line switch.
A line switch by Lindale. And actually, yeah. It's going to be a pass out. A good shot by Birdwell, but it's going to be short. And there's going to be a foul on a rebound attempt. And that's going to be on
number 1, Janiah Hawkins.
Janiah Hawkins, yeah. It's going to be her third. And the fourth team foul. So here comes, I believe it's Cartine Pierce is how you pronounce that. I hope I'm not butchering it. Abigail Lee with a 3. That rhymed. I'm a poet. Didn't know it.
Stop.
Yes, ma'am. 48-15, 3:39 left in the ball game. Lady Knights looking for a pass underneath, locked out of the way by Felicity Thiem. That one goes out of bounds by the Lady Eagles. Cumberland has it. A good pass out to Christinelli. Pass back to Birdwell. Wade going to try to drive it in and gets fouled. A good job. Felicity gets her first foul. If that's who they call it on, I'm waiting to see who they called it on. And they did. They called it on number 23. That's number 23's third foul. And we're well past the fifth foul mark for Lindale. And miss on both of those. Ava Young tried to make position there, but just couldn't get the ball back. Lindale will have it, 3:17, and a timeout is called by Cumberland Academy. It's going to be a full timeout. They have 3 timeouts left. We're going to take a timeout as well. Don't go anywhere. Today's matchup is brought to you by Azalea Orthopedics. You're watching Friday Night Basketball on NetSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
We are back after the timeout. 3:17 left in the ball game. Lindale has it on their own, or on the other end. They're inbounding it. Bedoyan going to bring it down. And it's going to be intercepted by Wade. Wade going to try to bring it down. No call made. And Wade gets the layup after she ran over one of the Lindale Lady Eagles. But gets the points nonetheless, and a good steal, knocked out of bounds by, I believe that was Selah Daniels. 48-17 is your score. Lindale has it, trying to bring it down. Lady Knights pressing, and that, Claire, I told you earlier, they're not going to go away quietly, even though the score is 48-17. Hawkins has the ball, looking for an open lane. Passes out to Wade. McKenna Wade passes over to Daniels, and Selah Daniels passes back to Janiah Hawkins and gives it over to Old Faithful Alyssa Birdwell.
I will say both teams are great at utilizing all of their players' strengths.
They really are, and a lot of the passing has been really good. That shot, however, was ill-advised by McKenna Wade. She tried really hard.
Yeah, I'm going to blame you on that one.
Yeah, I think so. Good pass by Abigail Lee underneath to Felicity Thiem, and rebounded by Alyssa Potts, who makes the shot. 50-17. Minute 45 left in the ball game. Once again, I'm going to tell you to stick around as we'll bring you the boys game next, shortly after this one. And a foul is called. So it's going to be a little bit longer now, as we'll have free throws, I believe. That's going to be on Kristinelli. No, correction. That's going to be on Lindale. It's going to be on Pierce. Her first. And Hawkins is going to miss. Is that, no, I apologize. That's Alyssa Birdwell. And the line change again. That's what it looks like, a hockey line change by Lindale every time.
I will say the only reason I know about hockey is my friend Devin from New Hampshire is their goalie. That's all I know.
And that one's going to miss as well. Almost rebounded, and it is rebounded by the Lady Knights. Daniels tries to shoot it back up and rebounded once again as Janiah Hawkins gets it. She drives it in, but good takeaway by 23 of Lindale. And a minute 17 left as Mackenzie Bedoyan, and I really hope that's the name, but she brings it down, gives it to Kennedy Miller. And this would be a good time for them to kind of hold it out, except for the fact that the Lady Knights are not letting them do it. They're on them and fighting them and going for the ball, and it's awesome to watch. But Kennedy Miller drives through all of those hands and makes the basket. 52-17, 48 seconds left in the ball game. The Lady Knights looking for a little bit more. A good shot, and that one goes in. It's a two-pointer. And that was DeKayla Barnes with the shot. 30 seconds on the clock. 23 with a stop. Jump shot goes off the back, and that's going to be Daniels. And ball gets tipped by Bedoyan. Goes out of bounds with 19 seconds left. 52-19 is the score. Here we go. We had a little stoppage there, but here we go. Birdwell bringing the ball down. Pass over to Daniels. Daniels finds a little hole, tries to drive it. Gets tipped off, but Birdwell is there. Tries to put it up, rebounded. And fought underneath, and goodness gracious. They sure do fight. I love to see it, though. I love to see the heart. I love to see the drive. And that's something that Cumberland Academy has always had. I've watched a lot of Cumberland Academy basketball in my lifetime, and they've always had that drive and that will no matter what. And a shot at the end of the ball game, and that's going to be all for the girls' game as your final score. Lindale 52, Cumberland Academy 19. Stick around. We'll be right back shortly on our next stream. You have to go find the boys' stream on NetSN on the YouTube channel. And that is youtube.com/NetSN Live. You're already there if you're watching, by the way. You'll just have to find the boys' game. And that's coming up shortly after this. It's about, I think they're going to give about 12 minutes for these boys to warm up. So we'll be back probably in about 10 minutes.
I do believe that they are having.
Oh, goodness.
I do believe they're having their homecoming festivities first.
Okay. So if they have
Or
that,
not.
we might bring that to you. We might not. We'll see what it's going to be. So anyway, we'll be back after the warm-ups. Thank you for watching live from the castle at Cumberland Academy High School. This is intern Claire. On my left, Keith Whitman. Y'all have a good weekend if we don't see you back.